Hi! This is Excelsior. Federation Fox has gone off for a walk or whatever. I don't know what his problem is. So, I'm being funny. Don't take it in the negative way. Sheesh. Yeah, it's an old habit. My comedy's based on... You remember Don Rickles? I watched him too much, okay? Yeesh. Everybody's a hockey puck, you know what I mean? Well, you know, and it's kind of out of place considering that my newfound happiness being a furry has changed my life for the positive like you would not believe. So, I just tried to do karaoke. I was doing it without music because, oh, that's right, in fursuit, there's a headphone issue. And I got an idea. Put it on iPod. Those have the little ear thingies that work with it. They don't work with a computer. Play that and sing along. Yeah, there we go. Not Andrea Castellan. It's Andy Williams. I like his version. So this is another video blog that is trying to bring things up to date on what had been going on in my life. And this one is a replacement video for the one I recorded outdoors, or actually Fed Fox recorded outdoors, and had all that traffic noise and everything like that. So, pardon me while I move my glasses. I hate them. I should wear a thing on the glasses. I didn't suit up properly. This is just kind of thrown together. You know. Gotta look dignified, you know. Excuse me here. There, that's better. I gotta look dignified. Okay. So, this is harking back to July of last year. And the first fursuiting event that I'd ever been to, and I was so excited, was Furries in the Wild in Oakland at that park. And so I went there, and even though really technically I couldn't afford it, it was worth it, believe me, because all this furry stuff has been worth it, you know, and it's been wonderful. And so I went and got up to the picnic site, which was just a short ways up from the road, but a bit difficult to get there, and unfortunately my wheelchair friends couldn't make it. The place is a mess, but nonetheless, still, kind of a nice setup. And of course, Neon Bunny, who set it up, worked very hard, and it was his first one, and it's very nice. I love it. Thank you. Okay, I know he's not going to watch this video. Hopefully not too many people will, because all of a sudden, oh, it's going to go viral. No, it won't. Thank God. I hope it doesn't. You know, I make a fool of myself so easily. You know, I just walk down the street and I go, and that's not in fursuit. This was before fursuiting, long before fursuiting. Also got to remember to pronounce carefully and speak in a clear, enunciated fashion, so that this comes across a little better, especially for the hard of hearing like myself. I really should do captioning, but I'm not reading from a script, so can't hear myself when I play it back. Explanations again. I've been trying to cut down on the amount of explaining. There's no need to. So, to continue, Furries in the Wild, we got up to the site, and they were setting up. I offered to help a little, but already my leg problems were acting up, so I couldn't do very much. But I was still working on Excelsior, this guy, still working on me. And at that time, just barely had gotten the fur on the head, no eyes, so there's this big blank holes. But it was just, I brought it for a test drive to see. And the foot paws, but they didn't have any soles on them. And when I was going to put them on, one guy came over and said, do not wear them out in that grassy area, in that area at all, because the stuff in it, the rocks and gravel or whatever, will shred the foam that's exposed. So later on, I put some soles on them, and those were the first version. They were small. They were made out of black fur. It looked awful, but they were my first pair. So I stripped that off, made the second pair, and so those are the current Excelsior foot paws. And so here's this head, and it had this fur, but it didn't have this. I was still working on it and trying, and this hadn't been done much either. It was a work in progress, but I just wanted to try it out and see, can I walk with a fursuit head on? Especially with this limited vision. I walk just fine. I'm thinking of what they call light on my feet. Yes, I weigh 300 some odd pounds, but I'm light on my feet. Go figure. It's just an expression. So, it's a whole new experience to me. A friend said, please take pictures. So I brought my camera, this guy, and was trying to take some pictures. But I was scared to death because I have anxiety disorder, and it's hard for me to socialize. Everybody was new to me. I was on the verge of a panic the whole time, probably. And so it was, but it was my first chance, and it was wonderful. And I got to see fursuits and everything like that. And so we're doing some things, and I'm off on the side and all that sort of stuff, and wandering back and forth, maybe taking some pictures. At one point, I was walking back to where I was, and the changing tent is here, and I was walking like this. And here's a guy in a fursuit here, but there was nobody in front of him, and he was looking my direction, looked like he was going to either walk to me or invite me over to him. Now, at that time, I thought a certain anxiety, I think, or fear, or whatever it is, and fursuits just couldn't happen. If you're going to be a fursuiter, you cannot have that anxiety, that it would go away, right? So I'm walking like this. I see that. I panic. Went running, well, hobbling as fast as I can in the opposite direction. I was still scared of costumes and mascots and like that. I was still scared of them. Been out my whole life. All sorts of strong emotions involved. And so I was still scared. Here I am, a fursuiter, and I was scared. Oh, that was so funny. Fortunately, I got lucky. Spartacus was there. I think, I'm not sure if that was the first time he was with his new suit. Right, I forgot its name. Oh, forgot it. Sorry, Spots. And he needed some help, and so I helped him, get this straightened out, because I wasn't suited up, and I didn't even have gloves. I had paws then, yeah, not these. But I was not suited up, and getting around doing things, and so that helped a little bit. I wasn't as scared of him. And then another encounter, and from that point on, it seems like the fear is pretty much gone. However, I had two things that I noticed at the time, as I continued to improve myself, that I had two things of what I call bad logic. One was being very hard of hearing. I have a hard time, and it's a noisy environment, hearing what people are saying. So the bad logic is, why go up and talk to anybody if I'm not going to hear what they're saying? Just the ears up here. Hear what they're saying. Two sets of ears here, the bad ones and the good ones. No, these are the bad ones, those are the good ones. No, okay, they're both bad. Hey, Don Rickles, it's your fault. Being funny. I don't think he's dead, isn't he? I don't know. doesn't matter. But, so I kind of got over it, but I had this bad logic, and basically, so what? Just go up and talk to the people. But I was having a severe anxiety attack, so I just really never got up enough to do that. So just kind of moping around and just been scared and hiding and all those sort of things. The other bad logic is I had read the instructions on how to fursuit and so forth like that. We're expected to be hugged a lot, so get used to it, blah, blah, blah. It says all those things. And so my bad logic was, to be respectful of the fursuiter, do not go up and hug them. Not just, you know, jumping from the behind stuff or any of that's kind of a no-no. Not a very good idea. Scare the pants off of some people. Give them heart attacks, you know, poor kids. But, you know, you go up front and say, hey, 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 and, you know, go like this, and they say, yeah, come on in, dude. Come on, let's get the hug going. But I turned that logic into don't go up and be respectful and don't go up and hug them at all. But I wanted a hug. I love hugs. Ah. So, I mean, I think a fursuiter probably has not gave me a hug. Very thank you, nice. Very nice, thank you. Very nice, thank you. So, again, I figured out that that was another bad logic thing, but that was towards the end of the day, about 5 or 6 o'clock. And so here was a fursuiter. I was then said, okay, that's it. I'm going to go up and give the guy a hug. I got up and started walking towards him, and he then starts going off. You know, he's facing away from going for the tent, and I was trying to catch up with him, and I didn't, and I was not going to yell. And yeah, as I was told later, he was probably exhausted and wanted to hit into the tent and change and get back to normal. So yeah, missed out on it like that, you know. I'm still having difficulties. I still feel anxious about going up and being hugging somebody, in fursuit especially. In or out, when I'm in or out of fursuit. Now in fursuit this is a little clumsy, so we're going to bang into each other. But out of fursuit, oh, they're so nice. I love those hugs. I mean, I love being hugged. Especially in fursuit, but regardless. And, oh, that is so nice. That's the wonderful thing about the furries, is we hug. That is so nice. I mean, we care for each other. We feel for each other. We're a community, and kind and helpful and all that sort of thing. Somewhat tolerant, but they've been having difficulties because of my anxieties and that gets so bad it seems like full-blown paranoia. And I am having a problem with email. I don't know why so many are being ignored, and private messages and so forth. Something weird going on. Probably a technical issue, probably they're hitting the spam boxes. Who knows? But moving right along. So that was not my official premiere of Excelsior. That was just a test drive for the head. And I got to meet fursuits and some furries, and Richelieu is one, and some others. And then afterwards headed on home. And the rest of July continued from that point on with more things going on. That was wonderful. An incredible July, you know. Absolutely incredible. So, this is Excelsior on Furries in the Wild last July, 2011. And we'll talk to you again in another video blog. Good night. Or is it? Good night.